Okay. Hi, everybody. Today is the day when we have our regular meeting, Ask Me Anything event. Today, there is a trios fantasticus here. I asked our support team to come to join me. So please, guys, introduce yourselves.
Dear viewers, warm welcome to our viewers on YouTube from the whole support team. Today, your head of support, Marko and Tin.
Hello all viewers, thank you for coming. My name is Tin and I am customer experience specialist here.
Yeah. So actually those guys are the ones who are responsible for all your questions and all your troubles when it comes to Revuto. So whenever you send that email to support@revuto.com, you're gonna end up with those guys.
Yeah. And not only the emails, but also all other channels that we provide support from.
Can you just briefly tell us how many of those tickets have you sold so far? Solved, not sold.
Okay, so if we count from the very beginning, we already sold around 19,000 tickets.
Wow, 19,000.
Yeah.
And I believe that you have some kind of a success score.
Yeah. So yeah, we are very proud to tell you that our customer satisfaction score is over 92% for now.
And working 24/7, is that right?
Yeah.
Saturday, Sundays.
Yeah.
Every day, all week, and the current satisfaction rate is 92%. However, we are always improving, adding new informations, new guidelines to improve and reach over 95%, as that's our primary goal.
Not 100%.
No,
95 is
no,
gold.
you have to always leave some space to improve even further.
Good answer. 95 is good for you. Okay. Listen, today we have a few topics that we're going to go through. So I have here, it's going to be 7 topics that we're going to talk about. And then we also going to answer to those questions that you guys left on our Google Forms. So we picked 12 of those. And altogether we have more than 20, almost 30 questions. So the rest will be answered through we're gonna do document, and we're gonna send out the document through those social media channels, because there's so many great questions, but we don't have time. So that's the only reason why. So first topic about Revuto, and it's a hot topic because it was yesterday or 2 days ago when we were mentioned in so actually Patrick from NMaker did a statement about how somebody within Cardano community should do something with the subscriptions. That's a great idea, and that somebody should make a project like that. And I was a bit pissed off because I believe that he should know, and I'm sure that he knows about us, and I thought that was kind of disrespectful, because if he has some ideas and suggestions, he should mention Revuto in that sentence, and actually, make those suggestions to us and ask us if we would be willing to consider doing something like that, and why we are not doing actually what he means, what he thought and things like that. So I reacted hard, but in the end it was a good discussion, and I was glad to see that so many Revutonians actually jumped into conversation and said, replied to that tweet, that there is a Revuto out there and that people should look for it, because unfortunately there are some people that don't know about us, and that's funny, because we were pleased to be recognized as one of the top Cardano projects. We even from the IOHK, we even got contacted from those guys, especially because we have a high TVL. that's connected to our staking center, and I believe that we are second project with highest TVL, except those DEXs, which by the nature have higher TVLs because actually other projects provide initial liquidity to those apps. So after Meld, we are the second, and then there is Y Finance and the rest. So that was the reason why I reacted so hard, and also during the month we were actually also mentioned by the Coin Bureau, which is a nice crypto-related channel, and they did an investigation about who is who within the Cardano community, and somehow we didn't ask them, they actually wrote about us. So there was a topic, top 7 dApps on Cardano, and we were among those. And considering that we have more now than 360,000 users registered with our app, that they created more than 60,000 Cardano wallets, more than 2,700 users staked within our staking center. So those are great numbers, and especially, I was a bit sad about it because also I followed that Twitter space with Charles. So Patrick was hosting that, and they were talking about Cardano and what we should do to actually be more recognized within, not just within the crypto community, but they said, what we need to do to actually, what is the road to mass adoption. And Patrick several times mentioned that people should do projects that have purpose, real world use case, utility, problem solving things in crypto. More or less all DeFi setups are the same, lending protocols. You stake something, you get stable coins out of it, and then you stake again. You can stake NFTs nowadays, so you can either lend or borrow funds within those protocols, but actually not much about real world use cases. And that's where we come in, and that's where we believe that we have an edge, because first of all, we are solving the real world problem. The use case is about subscriptions. We want to help people manage those subscriptions, save their money, possibly even to earn money through those DeFi setups. We have great incentives. We have a staking center, so that thing that they mentioned, and Patrick or somebody else mentioned, stake to subscribe, we already have that, so that's already on our roadmap. And the thing is that I really believe that Revuto is one of those projects that can help for Cardano to get to that point where mass will come in, because again, everything is built. We are to be simple to use and to help people use Revuto, even though they didn't have necessarily any contact with crypto in the past. And that's the whole point. I don't believe that the path should be that we build something that is really hardcore crypto related, and then somehow figure out how we can pursue those who don't know much about crypto to use those services and setups. I believe that it should be other way around, that we should build something that is really easy to use, and then through those things like stakings, cashback, referral program, and then DeFi setups to maybe borrow money to pay for something, but through the easy to use user interface, this is how we actually make them enter the world of crypto. And because in the end, 99% of people are still not involved with crypto in any way, and we need to find a way how to actually involve them, not the other way around, to focus on those 1% who are really crypto savvy, and they have technical knowledge to understand the DeFi setups, and then try to, through those complicated things, search for mass adoption. I don't believe that that's the right way to go. So yes, I'm going to talk to Patrick. We actually had call scheduled for today, so we're gonna discuss about it. We also have some other topics actually to cover. Maybe some kind of deeper integration with NMaker. I would also love to explore the opportunity maybe to get his tokens and to redistribute them through staking center to our users and vice versa. So yeah, that's in short about the hot topic. Marko, please tell us a bit more about what you have to say.
Yeah. So let's go on. Next topic is subscriptions, cards, and incentives. So as you may know that we already released the app version 3.0, which brought the subscription adding feature to Revuto. You can play it with it now. You can add already existing subscriptions, and you can also add subscriptions that are not yet entered. We encourage you to enter those ones that are not yet added in our system, because we are actively monitoring what users are adding, and we'll be updating those for all other users to have them in the app as default apps. We're already working on actually in a testing phase of version 4.0, which will add virtual debit cards that are the whole point of Revuto ecosystem. And we must say that we are very happy with the extraordinary result of more than half users added their subscriptions already.
At least one subscription
Yes.
was added.
Yeah, true. So we think this is a great result, and as I said, we encourage all users, especially those from the UK and EU, to add their subscriptions, to test it out, because you will be able to get the VDC first. This is actually the prerequisite for the VDC to be issued to you. Also, why I'm saying all this? Because we are preparing awesome incentive to reward all users that do so. But more on that soon. We'll have a great announcement regarding that.
Yeah, the whole point is actually to somehow make people use that core feature and to actually add virtual debit cards. It's not going to be easy. So we have a big number of users, although not all of them are from the Europe and European Union. So it's around 50-50, maybe even more, unfortunately, outside of European Union. The biggest next number of users is India, from outside of the European Union, and Turkey. But you know, Turkey is something that we are really trying to actually cover as soon as possible, because those guys were actually so we had the most investors in our ICO, so those guys are really responsible for where we are right now, and we want to actually reward them. But still, it's not easy to launch the card program for the Turkey because of their economic status and everything, but working on that. So I believe that early next year, Q1 or maybe Q2, we're going to be able to do that. Tin?
So another hot topic, the question you've been asking a lot, and we are not lying when we say that all our social media channels and support as well are flooded with the questions about the main Revuto product, the core mechanism which will allow you to finally start using Revuto and cover and manage all your subscriptions with one single app. So we are really proud to say that we got an update from our CTO that we are in the final stages of integration and implementation of the Revuto virtual debit cards, and we really expect the service to go live the next month or eventually by the end of the year. However, this is the year when Revuto services go live. As soon as the virtual debit cards are live, we will start issuing the physical debit cards, and Once again, we are reaching out to you in order to secure your spot and be among the 10,000 users who will be able to get the early access for physical debit cards. We are offering 8,000 premium cards and 2,000 special metal cards. I'm proud to say that this guy on my right is the designer behind the design of both cards. After sleepless nights and multiple days, we finally got that modern and astonishing and real cool, sexy design on the Revuto physical cards. So secure your spot. There are multiple platforms where you can get the card. One is through the Revuto app as well in our staking center. We would like to point out that Revuto physical cards, actually the NFT for the Revuto physical cards, will be available until the whole collection is sold out. However, the Netflix and Spotify NFTs, which will secure your spot to get Revuto cover for all your subscription fees, are only going to last until the end of this month. So go ahead, rush and grab your NFT. We would also like to say that JPEG, the biggest NFT marketplace, JPEG Store, sorry, yeah, will also include the Revuto's Revolution NFTs, and we are currently waiting for their authorization. So that's another place where you can secure your NFT. So regarding the physical debit cards, we are proud to say that those cards will support Cardano native tokens, as we are building on Cardano and we want to support the whole Cardano community. Besides, you will also be able to use Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, and USDC as a source of payment. So we are really looking forward to broader crypto adoption, and we believe that Revuto's cards are the go-to strategy for that. So we mentioned our CTO. I would like to point out that due to his knowledge and all the patents he has, and the new patent is coming from Revuto while he is working for the Revuto as a co-founder and CTO, there will be multiple options to use your physical debit cards. We will have uncollateralized and collateralized loans. What that means is when we are talking about the collateralized loan, you will be able to get some credit based on the amount you have staked in staking center, yes. And
so that's something we can take out from you if you don't repay your debt. In short.
And the users who secure their premium card and metal card will have the higher amount of credit in comparison to the amount they staked. And we will also issue uncollateralized loans, meaning that just like in fiat money you can buy now, pay later, Revuto is bringing that to the crypto space. The first card, the first project who will deliver it will be the Revuto. So if you get your Revolution NFTs now, the premium and metal debit card will be released in early 2023, before the basic physical debit cards, which will not have the so cool design provided by our Marko. And secure your special status, because that's a limited production. Yes, and those cards are powered by MasterCard.
Yeah. Thank you very much for explaining all of that. I just need to mention that those Cardano native tokens that we're going to be supporting are the ones that from the project that we partnered with. Yeah. But the pre-requirement actually is for to be able to support those native tokens, native assets, is they need to be listed on centralized exchanges. And this is how we can actually allow the setup to work. Okay, so continuing to actually the staking center, which is really, again, important part of our whole app, or I would say ecosystem, is that, yeah, we want to offer you the best that we can. But still, regarding and related to that hot topic that I mentioned before, there were some questions about why we are not recognized within the Cardano ecosystem as an important player or a really big DeFi app. So maybe I'm subjective and we are all we are very highly competitive and everything. Maybe that's not the case. I need to say that, but somehow I got impression that other project, that they don't consider us as a DeFi product, and especially because at the moment our staking center is not using smart contracts. There were a couple of questions about that, and I need to emphasize that we actually are doing our best to do whatever we can to offer the best product. The case is that for the DeFi to work, there should be many things need to come into place. The first thing is we need to have stablecoins. Stablecoins are not available yet. I'm not sure how algorithmic stablecoins are going to be perceived by the community. We see that Waves have their problems recently with their algo stablecoins, USDN, Debit. So they said that if somebody can do algorithmic stablecoin, that's IOHK and Cardano, and Koti is announcing, and they're gonna do the algo stablecoin on Cardano. We partnered with those guys, and we're gonna support them, but still we're gonna see how that's gonna develop. And then other things is actually smart contracts itself. I wouldn't say just smart contracts. I would say the DeFi projects that are already up and running on Cardano, they don't have open protocols. So for us, it's not easy when somebody stakes something in our staking center to actually provide that liquidity to some other protocols. We cannot do anything with those funds except to actually make partnerships with others and make some kind of business model or strategy about it. Still, my opinion is it's better to do something than not to do anything. There is a reason why Mel didn't launch, Liquid didn't launch, Indigo protocol with derivatives didn't launch. Some did launch, Adaland did, and that's a good step forward. Still, lending something and borrowing something without a stable coin, it's very risky, because then you are, how do I put it, you depend heavily on the market. You're exposed to the volatility of those assets. But those things are going to come into place in the future. So we're going to observe what is going on, and we're going to adapt. But for now, I believe that our setup is really robust. We have a good business case behind it, and it works. We didn't have any problems with payouts so far, although it's running automatically, I need to say that. So we build also robust backend infrastructure for our staking center. Scripts are running everything, so it's automated. Okay, we can intervene when something happens. That is also a good thing, because we saw in the past that when the smart contracts are written bad, in a way that exploits can happen, or even you cannot reach out to those funds and things like that. So I believe that this is a good setup, but also I need to emphasize once again that we're gonna move to custodial, fully custodial setup. And that's gonna actually improve things, make things easier from the user experience side. Because signing transactions, it's cool, but it's not. It's slow. Things can happen, go left and right. Sometimes we don't get those confirmation from the blockchain. Nodes are unresponsive. DB sync is unresponsive. So many things can happen when you do things on chain, and in the end it's expensive, because all those transactions, they cost money. And when you do those small transactions, small amounts, it's not efficient. So yeah, I personally believe that only tech-savvy people, they care about what is beneath the hood. For the user, those things need to be really simple and easy to use, and as long as they get those benefits that we promise to them, from their side, everything's gonna be okay. But yeah, we're gonna actually, as soon as some other DeFi projects open their protocols. We're gonna actually see if we can somehow utilize those funds that we collected to put them into work. Two more things. So I'm gonna announce it right now. So Milk is the last staking pool that was part of the Astronaut NFT. I believe that MusliSwap is an amazing team. They're doing some amazing stuff right now, and I believe that it's good to get rewards in Milk. Price-wise, that their token is doing pretty fine, and I'm thinking of prolonging that staking pool for another 3 months. But we're gonna actually open voting about it to see if the community is actually up for that. Because there is no other staking option at the moment that we can offer, unfortunately. The thing is that some of projects are interested in doing token swaps, but for them it's difficult to distribute those tokens because those projects don't have staking center, they don't have anything how they would actually distribute Revuto token to their users, and then we are afraid if we actually give them, if we do token swap, we redistribute their tokens to our staking center to our users. They don't have that option. They would just simply sell those tokens on the market, and then the price would go down. It's not big amount, but still, considering the market conditions, this could hurt our economics, and yeah, that's why we actually didn't do any partnership with them until now. Maybe something is going to happen in the future. We're going to see, but talking about that, we had some really interesting suggestion from our one of our team members who is really into those call options, and that's Marko Zupčić, and he made an offered interesting setup that we could use for our token, for Revuto token, and I'm really actually interested in doing that. So I believe if we do that, we're going to be the first ones to offer the call option for the Revuto token, so that somebody can actually buy a Revuto token for less than it would, for the less than the price is now, and then have the option to sell it only if the price hits certain point. So that's called the strike price. So somebody could really earn additional money by actually buying those call option tokens. Yeah, we're gonna see how is that gonna work, and we're gonna still decide if we're gonna go with it. I believe that we are gonna do that because I heard that MusliSwap is gonna do something like that. I believe it's a awesome, great setup, and I want to be first. So we want to be first, and why not to do it? So we're gonna write an announcement about it if we decide to go with that, and yeah, that's basically it. Let's move to the next topic. Yeah. Marko.
Now that you mentioned the custodial wallet, let's talk about why it's crucial and why we actually are moving toward this. So, as Vedran already mentioned, users don't really care what's going on under the hood. They just want easy, understandable, and convenient user experience. And we in Revuto all the time try to strive this. And yeah, Custodial wallet is here to level up this experience, because it's not about users will probably see the same thing that they're seeing right now, but all the transactions will be in our system, not on the chain. Anyone that has used any non-custodial wallet knows that they can be pretty painful if you lose your keys. Although we usually...
That's a big topic.
Yeah.
Your money, your keys, and then no money, your keys.
Actually, you're the one that is fully responsible for both your keys, funds, and everything. And this is good on one side, but on the other, from the user experience, it's very painful. So not only that, we are also bringing the NFTs to this wallet. So we pioneered the mobile wallet for Cardano, but also we want to pioneer this custodial part as well. Yeah, so first of all, we are making custodial wallet. After that, we will be minting the NFTs, and all the NFTs and user rewards will be delivered to the custodial wallet. Not only that, we also plan to introduce a new NFT center, which will be also which will also use as a marketplace. We have big plans for it. Also, we will announce it very soon. Is there anything else?
So basically, so what we want to do with the NFT section is to make it to work as a wallet, so you can directly send your NFTs to somebody else, and also to not just send it, but to sell it also. So when you send the NFT for the certain price to certain user, then the other user is going to get the notification, and if the other user approves that, and if there are funds in his wallet, then the transaction is going to go through. And all those things are possible with the custodial wallet, because everything is happening on the front end, and you can do amazing things. And as long as everything is working or happening within the Revuto ecosystem, it's actually working seamless. And yeah, that's the whole point. And just I want to mention that we did the paperwork and everything with our local regulator called HANFA. So paperwork and legal work is done. Now we are working on a technical implementation of all of that. Unfortunately, our team is not big enough to do all those things simultaneously. Now we are focused on virtual debit cards, and the custodial wallet is gonna follow. Yeah, it's gonna be a great thing to have, and also that's gonna help us to support other assets outside of the Cardano community, because if we are again striving for a mass adoption, we need to support USDT as well, USDC, and some those really projects with good adoption, like Ethereum and Polygon and so on. So yeah, it's gonna be a good product. Tin, something about DEX?
Okay, so our
Just
next
a
topic.
few sentences.
Yeah, it's DEX. It's a topic that is causing mixed emotions, because you know that the Revuto DEX, the first fully fledged DEX built for mobile devices, we went really big on it. We announced the DEX with enormous $8 million worth airdrop, and we managed to secure 6.7 million Revuto tokens locked in initial farming offering for the R token. So we put a lot of hopes on the DEX. However, we are monitoring the whole market, and as you are pretty aware at the moment, we are currently at the bear market, and therefore we had to reconsider and readjust the roadmap. And for now, we are sure that the DEX won't go live for this year. However, we will keep you updated on everything that's new, on all the new informations and updates, in which we will announce everything that is considering the DEX, including the Revuto DEX white paper, some changes, because everything we are doing, we always have our best users' interest and in mind, and what we want to do is to provide all the people that trust us, our community. We want to secure their R token and have them when the DEX is fully functional, and when the DEX go live, so it can make something big. You know, we tried to secure initial liquidity from other projects, and it's really hard because it's the bear market. Other dexes also have problem with low volume, and without the volume, DEX is just pointless. And we are pretty aware that timing is everything. Timing is crucial. Therefore, we are postponing it because later it will make more impact on the whole market and the whole Revuto ecosystem. Therefore, we would like you to trust us as we trust you when we collect your feedback, your suggestions, because keep in mind that Revuto is here for the long term. Revuto is not some kind of short project that will come and go. Revuto is here to change the world, to connect the crypto.
Change the world.
Yeah, connect crypto with the real world, so people can actually use those subscription services the other way around, to make them, just like it says on all our t-shirts, together we save. And Revuto is the way to do it. Is there anything else you would like to add, Vex?
No, actually, just that we are certainly not going to launch it this year. We're going to see if it makes any sense to launch it early next year. So for now, we are postponing it. We're going to do Revudex paper version 2.0, unfortunately, and put it out. So there, we're going to make some changes, because changes needs to be made, especially because we promised those things regarding R token. So there was a roadmap within that DEX paper, and we need to adjust it to the new circumstances. Okay. Thank you, by the way, Tin. You're great, actually. You're awesome. You should be.
Thank
you. Yeah, you should be here more often. Although Marko, you're good as well, but he's selling.
I know that he wouldn't be in the team or support if he's not that good.
Okay. The last important topic that I want to talk about are those NFTs and partnership with Battle Alliance. So there were some people asking us, why we are doing that. So first thing first, again, those people helped us. It's not that like we didn't ask other projects to help us, but those guys really, really helped us, and they were really eager to help us. That's the first thing. The second thing is somehow it ended up, we didn't plan that those guys are from Croatia. And they're supporting us. We want to support them back. I believe that they have a cool project. It's fun and enjoyable game that they're building. They really have good artworks. I was amazed when I saw, how those NFTs look like. Possibly they're not top 10 NFT projects on Cardano. I'm not into those NFTs, so I'm not. I heard, about Spacebots, Clay Nation, and things like that. I don't know actually where they rank, but they're hardworking team, good people, and I said, you helped us, we're gonna help you back, and it's all about that. Nothing special behind it, although I really believe that this could help us actually to get to their community, because they have a nice community. It's not big as ours. Also, they said, just try to promote us through your community. We did that, so whoever bought those NFTs is not gonna regret it, because those NFTs are pretty cheap. They have a purpose. This is gonna be fun and enjoyable game with small tanks, and they are partnering now with other projects. So, and I said to them, guys, you need to make the biggest tank for us, so we want to kick some ass in that game. So when we see some other projects, tanks coming, we want to hit them hard. Just kidding. They're not going to be cheats, how you say in the gaming, that you can cheat. Special things. Okay. There were some, before we go to questions from the community, I saw that we received some questions here within the chat, so I'm gonna try to answer some of those. So We have a question. Do you guys planning for subscriptions like TrendingView so more crypto enthusiasts can come to our project and maybe send referrals for their friends to make more people adopt the project? So I'm not aware about the TrendingView, but I'm going to check it out and see what we can do there. Yeah, the everything that can help us actually to acquire more users, I'm up for it. So yeah.
So as long as the project has a subscription model, we can support it.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's one of the most common questions that we get. How you can actually work with all those service providers. So again, we are issuing virtual debit cards, which you actually replace with your personal debit or credit cards that you're using with those service providers. As soon as you do that, then you can do miracles within the Revuto app. You can control, manage those payments. You can postpone the payments with the snooze option. So everything that we have, all those features that we have within Revuto are tailored, made for helping you with your subscriptions. And not to mention opportunity to eventually top up those virtual debit cards with crypto, and then use DeFi setups to help you I don't know, maybe solve your cash flow problems with borrowing money on a short term and things like that. And even that stake to subscribe is an awesome feature, because I want to use crypto to actually help people not only to save money on their subscriptions, maybe even possibly earn money on their subscriptions. So if we actually allow them to buy Revu tokens, stake those Revu tokens, and then pay for their subscriptions or cover those expenses just by using the yield, that could be awesome. But in the same time, they would be investing in a Revu token, which eventually could be very beneficial to them. So it's not you're spending money to pay for those subscriptions, no, you're investing in Revuto, and then the setup is working. You know how that works. We have a limited supply. If the demand or buying pressure on Revu token goes up, then the price should go up, and then everybody should benefit from that setup. Okay, let's just awesome news. Thank you, Serjan. Serjan is actually one from the awesome guy. Awesome. He's from the Battle Alliance. He was so nervous actually when we did that podcast, because we from these Eastern European countries, we don't have such a nice accent when talking, speaking in English, but that's our trademark. Sometimes we are afraid to talk, to go live with our not so perfect accent, but yeah, nobody's perfect, so neither we are. Okay, what do you think submitting a proposal for Revuto to be borrowed and lent via finance? Yeah, I'm actually not aware how that works, so maybe we can explore that option. Yeah, I'm gonna actually reach out to those guys. I congratulate them on their achievement. They launched recently, maybe 2 weeks ago, yes. Something like that. I see that their TVL is growing. I still believe that the biggest potential is gonna come when somebody brings stablecoin to Cardano, and I believe that stablecoin should be over collateralized. It should be Cardano native stablecoin, not algo. But okay, that's not the topic. Yeah, so far you guys did good in terms of. Thank you, Daolam, if I pronounce it right. We don't pronounce anything right. That's who we are. Okay. And you know what? This project should be also fun and enjoyable. It's not just about strictly business. Yes, we want to help people and everything, but It needs to be fun. Let's jump to questions.
Yeah, just to have a brief overview, we made a questionnaire to our community where we wanted to collect all the questions prior to this AMA, and we received a little over 30 questions. We don't have much time to answer them all, but today we will answer a few of them, and all others will be answered in a written form, which we'll post to our community.
Yeah.
And if there is anything else you would like to ask us, you can always reach out to us on Telegram, Twitter, support. Our team is always...
Support@revuto.com.
Support@revuto.com, exactly.
Don't write to me. Write to those guys.
We're always happy to answer all your inquiries.
Yeah. Okay, let's start with the first question that we selected to answer live from Zdenko. Zdenko is from Croatia, obviously. Yeah. So he's asking, if there is a possibility to actually offer the list of subscriptions that we should include in our database. There was already one extraordinary supporter who actually did the whole Excel spreadsheet about the most popular subscription that we should add, and that they're not, we didn't have them before, and we actually added those. Yeah. So whoever wants to help us, please do so. We even promised to send a t-shirt to him, because it was a nice thing from him to do. So whoever thinks that has something to suggest, and especially from those countries that we are not very, close with, we don't know what is popular in Germany, we don't know what is popular in Austria, we don't know what is popular in Spain, Italy. We are just aware of those globally popular services like Netflix, Spotify, I don't know, Dropbox, and all those usual things that we are using. But in some countries, there are some other things that are popular. So please,
although we already have more than 2,000 unique subscriptions added to this database, we encourage you to enter those subscriptions within the app. As I said earlier, we monitor those entries, and we are regularly updating the whole database according to a number of users using the same new previously unadded subscription. So, yeah.
And later we're gonna also follow all the data that you enter, even the billing cycle that you're using, and the prices of those subscriptions, and what is that gonna help us in the future to actually suggest you immediately what is the price of that certain subscription. And so that's also good to have as much as possible data. And we have our Marko, CTO, who is gonna dig into those data and actually make use of it.
Actually, we are doing it manually right now, but soon it will be AI involved.
Yeah. So a lot of work for you guys. That's why we are paying you. Okay, Marko, I believe it's your...
No, that's fine.
That's your...
Yeah, the next question is from Daniel. So when will we be able to buy Revu tokens through the Revuto app, because KuCoin is too much expensive? Well, Daniel, thank you for the question. So yes, KuCoin is our go-to tier 1 exchange. However, we also believe that it's really cool and convenient to have Revu tokens bought directly through the app. Therefore, we have partnered with Banksa, and we've done all the procedures with them. So we are really close to the final integration of the Banksa in the Revuto app, and after the integration is done, yes, you will be able to buy Revu tokens with just one tap within the app.
Yeah. And why is that taking so long? I just have to explain it. I did a couple of times in the past. So we want to make, again, user experience really simple for everybody. And so Banksa, they require KYC procedure. Yeah. from us, and then also there is an acquiring partner who is actually storing those debit or credit cards that you're gonna be using to buy those Revu tokens. And we want to have those things integrated within our app the same way as we are doing that for our core feature. And it wouldn't make any sense to go through the two separate KYC processes when buying actually Revu tokens and then when topping up our virtual debit cards. So those cards that you're going to be using to top up virtual debit cards, you're going to be able to use as well to buy Revu tokens directly. And there's going to be just one KYC procedure for everything. And so just to wrap it up, so that feature is going to come after we launch the virtual debit cards, because we cannot do it other way around. Although we tried, and I tried to push it and everything, but our developing team said, that doesn't make any sense. It's going to be hard for us actually then to later on to add virtual debit cards, and that's it. So it's important feature for us. We get it, and we're going to make it happen.
Like you said earlier, we are building a lot of it, and we are building great and amazing products that will be easy for you to use. Therefore, it takes time. And Daniel, thank you for all your questions. We see you have sent multiple questions. Due to lack of time now, we cannot answer all of them. However, as Marko stated earlier, all the questions will be answered later in the document which we'll send to the whole community. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. Yeah. It's my turn now. After UK and European citizens start to pay their subscription with Revuto app, will we see how many users pay their subscription, how many tokens were locked by premium users, how much they paid their bills by using Revuto app? So yeah, we're gonna actually follow all those data and collect all those data, and we're gonna actually selectively decide what information we're gonna be providing to the community. Some things would be really super cool to actually see how many people from certain country are paying for something. So what are the top services that they're paying for? What is the average price that they're paying for? How much are actually they earn with Revuto? So how many of those services they blocked? Which are the most blocked services? Which services they snooze usually, and things like that. Yeah, so even now I said to our development team that's going to be the next data that we're going to actually show. It's within the staking center. The TVL is something that the information that I believe that we are missing, and that's crucial, and it's telling people, that there are a lot of people behind the staking center, so it gives them some, how would I put it?
So it's a metric that shows how
confidence.
Yeah, how good the project is performing.
Yeah, and it's amazing when we do payout. Some people, say, I received some, ADA, or I say, how come? Yes, we say, come on. You staked, and you promised that we're gonna pay you off. So regarding the R fund pool, so we are paying out the ADA every 4 months. It's a really awesome APR, and from today we have boosted APR for EBT1 investors, and then we boosted those for the Arsenaut NFT holders. The ADA staking pool is going to be boosted somewhere this week, something like that, and that's going to be 12% in ADA and 6% in Cardano native tokens. I just need to say that we congratulate to our fund investment Profila. They received from Fund 9, I believe so, investment. So that's 5th in a row, I believe so. From the Idea Catalyst, they received funding, and hopefully they're gonna do a nice ICO unfortunately, they postponed that, so we are waiting to distribute their tokens to our stakers. But yeah, good progress from Profile team. Yeah.
My turn.
Yeah.
So next question, what are the expected dates to obtain regulatory clearances on Custodial wallet, KYC, fiat on ramp, euro stablecoin and debit cards? So to answer it shortly, the Custodial wallet is already done. So we are currently just waiting for the technical implementation. The regulatory is done in Croatia, fully regulated by HANFA. So from their side, there will be full KYC. For the stablecoin, we are currently negotiating for the custodian.
Yeah.
Also, probably here in Croatia.
Yeah, it's gonna be, if you know, probably one of the banks, but
Yeah. We can't tell you much about it right now. And as soon as there's a custodial wallet, it opens a lot of possibilities for things like stablecoin, coins from other projects, blockchains, and so on. So I think that after the subscription management launches, the next big step will be the custodial wallet.
And regarding the stablecoin, I'm going to mention it once again. It's my wet dream for Revuto to have stablecoin, to offer stablecoin. That's crucial for a DeFi. It needs to be over collateralized. Luckily, we have some advantage compared. We have an edge compared to other Cardano projects because we are incorporated in Croatia, which is still part of European Union, but we are somehow lagging behind those Western European countries and especially states with the regulatory things, and this is opening the space for us to do so, because I believe in the future it's going to be even harder to do such things, even if now those companies which are incorporated in Switzerland have even bigger problem with regulatory bodies, and so it's doable, but it's more expensive to build such setups there from the States. I'm not sure if that's a closed book. That's done. So again, we're gonna do whatever we can, and then if we make that possible, then we're gonna see how can we actually get some funds into the bank account to be able to support that stablecoin. So that's it. Tin.
Okay, next question. What's the reason Germany, Austria, and Malta, as mentioned in FAQ, are excluded from the payment cards issuance? When will these countries be included, and what's the plan to scale for the rest of the world? So thank you for the question. It's great. We get it a lot, and the simple answer is actually compliance. We did the compliance for UK and the European Union. However, in order to have compliance for Germany, Malta, and Austria, we have to have company entity in those countries, and we are working on it, and we will have the company in those countries in order to provide Revuto services in Germany, Malta, Austria, and eventually globally. And regarding the scaling, well, we will soon announce the whole document in which we will announce every country, every continent, and in which order we will do it. So please wait for the official announcement where you will get all the details about the rest of the world. Thank you.
Yeah, but to give a bit more information, I believe that the next region is going to be Middle East, and then Indonesia, Hong Kong, and Singapore. Then Latin America, because we see a lot of users coming from those countries, and then eventually States. States is the biggest market, but it's really hard to get there. Luckily, our card issuing partner, the banking provider, rails are and PairNet, they are capable of covering all those regions worldwide, but for all those specific regions you need to go through the specific compliance process. And we did that for the UK because they had Brexit, so we had to do through the so it was not the same process as to be compliant to be able to start a card program in European Union. So actually it's not European Union, it's European Economic Area. Yes. Yeah, so we're gonna have to do the same for other regions. Let's try now to focus on, what we are allowed to do now, to actually, issue those virtual debit cards to European Union citizens, then possibly to Turkey, and then later to other regions as well. T-shirts, astronaut T-shirts.
Before we go to that question, I just need to mention that this question was also submitted by Pedro. So thank you very much. You made a good homework. We received more than 10 of your questions, and don't worry, your all questions will be answered.
Oh, wow, yeah, I see that. Yeah, he was really. Oh, wow, Pedro. Good work.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, T-shirts. Astronaut T-shirts. So we are still waiting for 30 or something people to send us the address, and then when we get those addresses, we're gonna see how we're gonna distribute those T-shirts. It's gonna be easy to do so within the Croatia. Maybe we're gonna do some meetup or meet with those guys. Yeah, meetup or meet in person to distribute those T-shirts, and then we're gonna be sending out to other countries. I believe that that's gonna happen by the end of the month, something like that. Yeah. So
as soon as we receive all of your information, we will send it out. So please hurry up.
Yeah, and we're not gonna show them how they're gonna look like. It's gonna be
big surprise.
Surprise. Okay. Marko.
Okay, next question. When are the astronaut NFTs going to be minted and available as a token in my wallet? So we already mentioned before that the custodial wallet is a must for that. So after we release the custodial wallet, we will also mint those tokens and release it to your custodial wallet.
Yes. One of the main reasons is also because we don't want to prematurely release those tokens to you, NFTs, actually, because they have a utility. Okay, for astronaut NFT it's a big difference, but for all others it's must for the core feature virtual debit cards to come out. So we don't want to do the same mistake as we did before when we released the prematurely Revu tokens to your wallets. So we were pushed into the corner. That's why we also did the escrow. So the same is going to happen with NFTs then, because people are going to start to sell them, resell them, trade them, and without the utility up and running, it's not such a smart thing to do.
Okay, next question is from Axel. So how will astronaut T-shirt look, and are they sent out already? Well, Axel, thank you for your question. So we have already answered that we are waiting for all the people who want the T-shirt to send us their information so we can send them all out in one batch. Regarding the design, well, it will be a surprise. And we wanted to do unique so everyone can feel a little bit more special. However, due to unexpected difficulties, we cannot do that for you, so everyone will get the same astronaut T-shirt, and trust us, it will be great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. There is a cool technology that I saw that it's called NFT Link. So those guys do chips that you actually can put into clothes and T-shirts and everything. I would really love to have that, but that's not going to be possible to do now. But in the future, who knows? I'm working on it, and that would be cool actually, to be able to connect the T-shirt that you wear with the with that. It's NFC, I believe, technology, and then you scan it with your phone, and then then some benefit.
It validates.
Validates, that shirt is a real thing. Okay. Where are we now? Will the lifetime subscription NFTs be usable right after the VDC launch, or those of us who bought them will have to wait even longer to use them? No, actually, we promise that those who are actually holding those Revolution NFTs are going to be the first ones to be able to use those virtual debit cards. We even thought that we're going to open UK first and then the rest of the European Union, but now, as I see it, we're going to open both countries at the same time, but still there's going to be some progressiveness into how we're going to do it, because we're not going to allow all the users to start using them immediately. So I believe that that's under the so our CTO is actually leading that process, and he has some experience, and he said, Vedran, we need to start with a small group of people, at least for the first month or so. So I believe then, I don't know how much of those are going to be in the first group, but I'm going to push those Revolution NFT holders to be in that group. And I'm pretty much sure that they're going to be included, but only those who are basically from the UK or European Economic Area. Yeah, that's it. Marko, I believe that your question is the next.
Yeah, from Mr. Spider. For those of us who are keen to push the benefits of selling Revuto to new users, will the referral benefits be up and running at the time of launching the VDCs? Yeah,
great question.
So this is something that we promised, and we will certainly keep in mind to enable. So as soon as we release the VDCs for those who are eligible for them from these parts of the world, you will be able to start referral programs, both one-time rewards and also those lifetime that are recurring. Just to remind you, 6% from the user cashback, and also throughout the Revuto staking center, you can double or triple that reward by staking Revuto tokens in the staking center.
Yeah, and this is something how we're gonna incentivize people to actually spread the word about the Revuto. Although we already mentioned that there are gonna be some other incentives later on for the people to start adding subscriptions, not only for referring Revuto to their friends, but for adding subscriptions to Revuto, and for actually using those virtual debit cards, because this is now the next biggest step for us. We need to make those people use the product.
Yeah.
And so please add your subscription, because we are actually we are counting on you, and we are we're gonna reward you who entered. I'm not sure now how yet, but we are actually collecting all those data. We know when somebody actually added something, and there are going to be some rewards for doing so. Okay, I believe it's my turn. Why aren't smart contracts being used for staking? So this is again the question that I answered before, but this is something that is repeating all the time. So again, smart contracts are going to be used as soon as we see benefit of using those, and as soon as other DeFi projects open their protocols, and that's the pre-requirement. Because if I don't see any benefit of using smart contracts right now, just pain. And now there's been a hard fork, so it's going to be even easier for projects to build smart contracts. They're going to be executed faster and for less. But yeah, for now that's the case. We don't see any benefits of using those, but that doesn't mean that we are not capable of making such a setup. Tin?
Okay, the second question from Leroy, which is also the last question that will be answered today, is: we were told that EBT1 master NFTs would get all the benefits of all other NFTs. Can you explain why the master NFTs don't give access to the 12% stake pool? Well, yes, we did say that master NFT will include most of the perks that will other NFTs that will come have, and we actually did it. Master NFT has most of the perks and utilities, and just a few of them which are linked to the other NFTs, we have always put a disclaimer and explained why is that utility and perk so special and why it cannot be included in the master NFT. And regarding the 12% stake pool, well, the 12% stake pool for master NFT holders is now live, up and running in the app, so please go to the app and stake for those juicy 12%.
We made it possible.
And yeah, we would also like to add on this question is, like Vex said, the Airfound pool will also be open soon, which will have 12% ADA, which is, as far as we know, the biggest APR for ADA token, and 6% on other CNFTs. It will be open soon, and the new pool, we have to open the new pool because due to the technical nature, the first Airfund pool was opened before this, and the only way to provide you this boosted and juicy APR is to provide you a new pool for all NFT holders.
Awesome answer. We have some questions still here on YouTube chat.
My apologies, this wasn't the last question we have answered today.
Yeah. Exactly. So there is a question. So are you planning to get listed on more DEXs? So that's a tough one. At the moment, no, because again, we are more oriented to centralized exchanges, because that was a pre-requirement for us to offer you even the fiat to crypto on-ramp with the Banksa, then crypto to fiat off-ramp with through the Revuto app for topping up those virtual debit cards with crypto. So we are more focused on that. Although we would love to be listed on more DEXs, but at the moment that's not priority, because on the DEXs it's even less trading volume right now. And the problem with DEXs is, although it's the same problem with the CEXs, you need to secure the liquidity for the trading. And on DEXs now they have requirements, and you need to provide not only Revo tokens, but ADA as well. And I'm not sure. So we are holding funds in stablecoin and buying ADA right now. I'm not sure, how will that go. So later, when the market rebounds, maybe we're gonna provide more liquidity to those other DEXs. But now I don't see any advantage of doing so. Okay. How will I be able to sell part of the subscription which I no longer want to use? I have Disney Plus for 1 year and want to sell 9 months. How someone do that, and when I have active account here? That's a good question. So that's regarding the subscription NFTs. This is really awesome setup for or utility for NFTs that we are trying to actually push out. Still, those who already bought those subscriptions in past, prepay them, we cannot help them. But later, whoever wants to, buy something for a longer period of time, please do so by buying that or prepaying it with Revuto. No, you don't go directly to your service provider and then opt for that 12 months or 24 months and you get a discount. No, you come to Revuto, you actually buy the NFT for 8 months of that subscription, certain subscription, or 12 months or 15 months, the period of your choice. and then you prepaid with us, we give you a discount, and then you get that NFT, which is actually for that particular service for that particular period of time. And then when you get tired of that subscription, or you cannot use it for any reason, you can actually resell that NFT for any amount of money, and somebody can actually buy it. And when Revuto sees that that NFT is in that wallet, and it actually, we can check how much of subscription period is left connected to that NFT. We issue that other user virtual debit card, and we top up that virtual debit card on each billing cycle or due date until the subscription period is basically over. So in a way, those NFTs are going to be disposable NFTs. You're going to be able to check for each of those NFTs available on the market through the Revuto app how much of a subscription period is left connected to that NFT and for which subscription. And it's gonna create the secondary market of unused subscription periods, which is actually great. People are gonna be able to monetize their unused subscription periods, which is again great because we know the stats, like 50% of us are not actually using what we are paying for. So we tend to pay something in advance because we see that we're gonna actually get a discount, and when you pay for that for 12 months, you use it for 6 months on average. That's a fact, and you actually are paying more than you should do. So yeah, I'm not sure if everybody understands the setup. It's easy, but I'm not really the best person to explain things in an easy way. So we're gonna try to do that a couple of times later on when we actually push out that cool feature. That feature is called subscription NFTs, and those Revolution NFTs for Netflix and Spotify are just introduction to that great setup. Yeah, but cool question, thank you. OnRamp is the way to go. Is there any chance to see Revuto on Binance or Coinbase? Yeah, there is a chance, but not now. We get the question, when more exchanges. It doesn't help. It doesn't, mean if you're present on more of those exchanges that is going to help now in any way. Even opposite. It can be a disadvantage because you need to provide liquidity to those for those exchanges. Then it's a steeper price also with the market maker to actually work with more exchanges simultaneously. So we don't see any point of listing on more exchanges for now. But yeah, Binance and Coinbase would be awesome. Still, we need to grow because there are some pre-requirements from Binance to be able to list there. So regarding the daily trading volume, then regarding the fully diluted market cap and things like that. So it's not just like that to list on Binance, but eventually it's going to come. So yeah, that's the end goal, to be listed on really the best exchanges on the market. Good work, guys and girls. Who is girl here? Guys, maybe they have some insider information.
Probably. Big shout outs to our female co-workers, especially from our support team.
Yeah.
And Josipa and the Sanja from the support, and our marketing team.
Sure, Danielle. So I believe maybe we are the project within the Cardano with the most female team members. Even
it would be really fun to find that out.
Yeah. So I'm not even sure if there is any Cardano project with the female co-founder.
Probably not.
You see how advanced we are. Okay. Possible to stake a Revuto pool from Nami wallet? No, actually not. But it's a good question because it's a hot topic as well. Yep. Having the wallet native, built within the native mobile app. So we are building in a Kotlin and in now I'm gonna forget about name Swift. Yeah. So native apps. And the thing is that we have a problem connecting our wallet with those, to the web interface with actually dApps that are running in desktop browser. I saw that there are some wallets that they have dApp connector within the app, but how that works is they actually run the browser inside the app, and it's really not a best user experience, and it doesn't look the best, and still you get the same UX that you see on the desktop computer to do so. But we're gonna talk with IOHK about that and what we can do with it, because in my opinion, we need, and everybody should focus on the mobile apps, because that's the future. Those apps are now running, those are web-based dApps running in the browsers. So with our case, it's different. We build a specific app to run all those things, and we have a difficult time to connecting directly to those other great products. Still, there is a workaround, so anybody who wants actually can restore Revuto wallet with the Nami wallet, with Eternal, or Yoroi. So it's a non-custodial wallet. You just use the seed phrase, and then you restore Revuto wallet in those other apps, and then you connect it with those dApps, if it helps. Where is Josipa? It's a good question. I'm always saying, Josipa, you need to come here. But then, maybe that's good also way to do it. When she comes here, then it's a splash. It's a big thing. If she would come every time, that it wouldn't be such an important thing. But I believe that she's gonna come next time, or even maybe in December, because Marko is gonna be back here. So maybe we're gonna do like 3 of us, the big event in the December, and that's. December is also really, really important, because we are preparing something special for you in December, but that's not just for you, but for Revuto. You don't know about it. You know about it, but you don't know what I'm talking about. And we have special way how we, because everybody's asking us, what you're going to do about the marketing and PR to promote Revuto outside the crypto community. And we have something for those guys prepared. It's going to be a campaign, let's call it so. You know now what I'm talking about. Still not?
No, not.
Okay.
You're being too critical.
Okay, but still, we're gonna announce that later in the month. Some crazy thing. We miss her. Where is Josipa? Okay. I would say Marko is a girl. Tin is also suspicious. I think so too. Maybe it's because of haircut, I don't know. Marko is emo. Is that the name? Just kidding, sorry. No, he is a guy, trust me, I've been with him in the pool. Hot tub. He's the other, so I know. Case closed. Can I hold my Revuto coins on Yoroi wallet? Yes, you can. I believe so. No? Yes. Yeah. So
it
also
perfectly works.
Yeah. Also, Revuto can actually is supporting all other assets as well, but we are not showing all of them on our front end, because we are selectively deciding who are going to be supporting and who not, because we don't want to have the wallet that has all bunch of different strange unknown coins within. So we want to keep everything clean as possible, and that's the path to mass adoption. Because just imagine, if the people would be seeing all those different
those
coins,
assets,
it would be a mess, and they would be frightened by it and everything. So for now, we are just supporting those who will be supporting within the staking center. Tomislav Rail, when Lambo? Soon, my friend, soon. Yellow one. Actually, Lamborghini is soon introducing the new successor of the Aventador, and we actually put first, how would I say it, first those deposits. Just kidding. Hopefully, many of you are gonna get your Lambos, and then when you will get yours, we're gonna buy ours as well, so we can, brag about it. Because in the end, that's the whole purpose of this crypto thing, Lamborghinis. Just kidding again, disclaimer. You see, we don't need alcohol actually to be funny. Yeah. We are banned from alcohol, just to make it clear. It's tough for me, but I'm coping with it. Okay. Thank you for your time. Thank you for everything. See you next month. In the meantime, just follow us on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. I'm trying to be present there and to make some noise. Come to our Telegram, to our Discord channel, write to our support team. Make them earn their money. And it's not funny to them. Not laughing. And are those Nike Revuto sneakers? Yes, of course they are. So that's our main thing. It's a special shoe. It's all about the shoe. I don't know if you have, guys, anything to add.
Thank you all for coming and watching and supporting the whole Revuto project.
Yeah, you said everything already, so I think it's time to wrap up.
Oh, it's an hour and a half. Come on, Jesus. Oh. We always say we're gonna be done in 45 minutes, maybe hour tops, and then just
because we have a lot of topics to cover.
Yeah. Or maybe I talk too much. Okay. Thank you again, and till the next time.
Yeah. See you in 1 month.
Have a nice day, guys.
Bye.